Hey guys, how's it going? Adam Spencer here once again. Thanks for joining me. I put a little presentation together for you guys. This presentation is going to be about Bitcoin, its halving, what the Bitcoin halving is, and how it has an effect on the price. I've been in cryptocurrency for about 5-6 years now, ever since 2017. As soon as I begun to study Bitcoin and understand it, I really fell in love with it. It's definitely going to be able to bring financial freedom to me and my family. One of my goals in life is to help bring financial freedom to others, to help them free them from the rat race. And throughout my 10 years in studying finances, I've come to the realization that cryptocurrency will be the fastest and most efficient way to do that. I'm willing to teach anybody who's willing to learn. And I just want to show you this so maybe you can understand why I am so excited about Bitcoin and the future of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency to ever be created. It was created in 2009. To be exact, it came out in January of 2009 by a computer programmer or a group of programmers. No one actually knows who created, but the group of programmers go by the name of Satoshi Nakamoto. And until this day, Bitcoin is still the most traded and the most well-known cryptocurrency. To accumulate Bitcoin, you can easily go to an exchange and buy it. But where does the exchange gets Bitcoin from? Where does it actually come from? You accumulate Bitcoin through a process called mining. Mining Bitcoin is when the individual or group completes an intensive and costly computer calculation to create a new block. Every block that's created, you will be rewarded with newly minted Bitcoin. The amount of Bitcoin that you will be rewarded depends on the time that you purchase and the halving. Now here's where it gets a little interesting. Now the Bitcoin halving, well, basically what it is, it's a pre-programmed event that occurs approximately every 4 years. It's a part of the Bitcoin protocol. During this event, the rewards that you will receive for mining new blocks and Bitcoin will be cut in half. The purpose of the halving is to control the supply of Bitcoin and to prevent inflation by reducing the number of newly Bitcoins that will enter circulation. Basically, that's one of the things that make Bitcoin so powerful and so great. You can see what's going on with the American dollar, how inflation is just ruining everything because they decide to print money to oblivion. But you can't do that with Bitcoin because there will only ever be 21 Bitcoin. So there'll never be inflation, and too many Bitcoins will not enter the market at one time because of the halving. The first halving to ever occur was in 2012, which will reduce the rewards from 50 Bitcoin per block to 25 Bitcoin per block. The halving after that occurred in 2016, which cut the Bitcoin in half to 12.5 Bitcoin per block. And after that, the next Bitcoin halving was in 2020, which cut the Bitcoin rewards a half again into 6.25 Bitcoin per block. The next halving coming up is going to be in 2020, which will cut the rewards in half again to 3.12 Bitcoins per block. In July of 2010, Bitcoin began trading at 0.008 cents and climbed to 0.08 cents by the end of the month. That is a 9,900% increase in value. By the first halving, which occurred on November 28, 2010, Bitcoin slowly rise from 8 cents to $10, which that's a 12,400% increase in value. By November 30th of 2013, Bitcoin hit a high of $1,038, which that is a 10,280% increase in value. Then by January 13, 2015, Bitcoin had dropped to a low of $13.30. So it went from all the way from $1,000 to basically $13, which that is a 98% decrease. So it lost 98% of its value. At this time, that's basically that happens in the bear market. That's what happens within the 4-year market in every cycle. And now we get to the second halving. By the second halving, which occurred on July 9th, 2016, Bitcoin slowly rose from $13.30 to $650.96, which that was an increase of 4,794%. Then by December of 2017, Bitcoin hit a high of $19,783, which that was an increase by 2,939%. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. But then by February of 2019, Bitcoin had dropped to a low of $3,384, which that's a decrease in value by 82%. So once again, we're in the bull market, and you lost 82% of the value. Well, Bitcoin lost 82% of its value. And now we're at the third halving. The third halving begun on May 11, 2020, where Bitcoin slowly rose from $3,384 to now it's $8,618 at the halving. That was an increase by 154%. But then by April 14th, 2021, Bitcoin hit a high of $64,843. That's an increase of 652%. Then by November 22nd, 2022, Bitcoin had dropped to a low of $15,700 11%. That's a decrease by 75%. Since that day, because as you can see, today's date, which I'm recording this video, is April 16th, 2023. So from November 22nd, Bitcoin rose, I guess, another 100% from there, because right now, as of today, Bitcoin's sitting a little bit over $30,000. So it's pretty much double in value since November. A lot of people saying that this is the bottom. Well, that was the bottom, which was 75% decrease in value. So everybody believes from this point, Bitcoin should rise all the way to the next halving, which takes place next year. I think it's in next halving should take place in the next March, April, May, sometime next spring. That's when the next bull run will kick off. That's because of the halving, you can clearly see, how you can use this to your advantage to make money, because it's almost predictable of when you're going to have major rises and major falls. That's why the halving event is watched closely, very closely, by every investor and every trader in the cryptocurrency market. As the halving can have a very significant impact on the price of Bitcoin and the turnover of the whole cryptocurrency market. Because Bitcoin is king. It's the number one. It's Big Daddy. Every cryptocurrency follows it. So Bitcoin goes up. These cryptocurrencies with smaller market caps shoot all the way up. The Bitcoin goes down. These cryptocurrencies with small market caps go all the way down. So you can take advantage of this. The halving event reduces the rate at which newly Bitcoin is created, causing a decrease in the supply of Bitcoin in the market. When the demand of Bitcoin remains the same or increases, then the price of Bitcoin will increase. I mean, that's economics 101. Everybody knows that. So now you can understand why I became so excited about cryptocurrency. Because you can easily know when to start buying cryptocurrency to prepare yourself for the next major increase. And we all know when the next major increase is. It's going to be after the next halving. I mean, you can clearly see that. If you go back and look at the price chart of everything I just showed you, after every halving, it hasn't failed. It's on a 4-year cycle. After every halving, Bitcoin, the whole cryptocurrency market, shoots to the sky. So you tell me, the next halving is into the spring of 2024. None of this is financial advice. I can't predict the future. But with all the data that I just showed you, you tell me what's going to happen in 2024 and 25 to the Bitcoin price. With that being said, I'm Adam Spencer. Till next time, I'm out.